Alright, hey guys, it's Markel. Welcome back to the EWRL AI series here for race 19 of 30. We only got this race and one more at, I think it's Okayama. Or no, Tsukuba, sorry, for 58 laps after this. But we have 45 laps here tonight at the Glen and 58 at Tsukuba, the last two road courses before the chase. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ovals and 7 ovals and 3 road courses for the chase. We're gonna get ready to go for the Glen and with the boot on this one for 45 laps here today. We'll see how that's gonna go. I got another panel. It's the advanced panel. I'm gonna see how that works today. So we'll be able to see how a couple new things work. We'll see. As I wait for it to launch the sim, because I'm gonna get ready and sharing the video. Share it on Facebook. And we got about 90% and we'll be all good to go here. Let me pull the stream back up so I can see chat. Alright, and we're in. Gonna change the options here in a second. This I was gonna move down to here. As I'm just gonna put just this, I think there is a Glen setup. Ta-da! And now we just I'll just go to whatever. Make sure paints load. We'll go from there. Now you can see the Chevy, Ford, and Toyota a little bit better with the new update from Race Labs. You should be able to see a head-to-head. I don't know where that went, if that's still up. I don't know where that is. Oh. As we are in the boot section of the race, like I said today. And boot part of the Glen. As we try to see if all the paints are going to load. Hey Dan, what's up? Points in the description if you want to see where you are with the 2 races left till the chase starts. Looks like almost everybody loaded. That's good. I think only a couple, like, my car didn't. And it looks like possibly Devin Smith. Let's go on with Kyle Petrie for a lap here today. What do you have for cameras of this track? Doesn't look like really anything good. I guess I'll just stick with TV1 the whole day. Well, let's see where Kyle qualifies on his first lap. As for some reason, it's not working. I'm gonna close that off. We'll reopen that one. I guess it's not gonna work. It'll at least give us the shifting points. I guess it's not gonna give anything else. That sucks. Let's take that off then, and then we'll put the head-to-head back on. Which I don't think that's gonna work until the race. And I forgot to turn driving line off. There we go. And then we'll go on with a Ford for the next lap, probably the highest one in points, which is probably Ben, or Sheldon. Well, it's actually your points leader, Sheldon. Andrew Sankor to the top, Adam second. Coen now goes to the top, as everybody else finishes their laps. Kyle's down in 33rd. Let's go back to, let's see, somebody in the top 10. We'll go with you, Dan, since you're in the chat. Watch the rest of your lap from the second lap. It looks like everybody's within almost a second except for Tyler Riggs of the leader. So hopefully it'll be a decent race here at the Glen with the extended boot this week. We should hopefully be able to see some pit stops. Looks like everybody did a little bit slower in that middle sector. Where's the top three in points? Sheldon in the 69, 21st. Jon 25th. And then Lingerfelt 20th again. They're bottom 20 again. Let's see, will anybody shift their order on the second lap? And it does not look like it. We're going to wait for everybody to finish. It looks like everybody did. Yep. Nobody improved on the second lap, unfortunately. So, time to go to the race for 45 laps here today. We'll go to Coen, who got his, I'm pretty sure it's his first pole. Unfortunately, I did not keep stats this season. The only thing I'll do going into the chase, I'll show the wins for everybody that has won this year. Let's wait for everybody to grid. I'll grid real quick and ungrid.
1 lap to green. Line up on the right side.
That's the only one you can see him actually on the front camera, which is stupid. There we go. Got 2 Fords on the front row, 2 Chevys, and then a Yoder. You got 2 Fords, 3 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, and then 5 Chevys, 3 Fords, 3 Chevys, 4 Chevy Ford, 3 Chevys, a Toyota, Chevy Ford Toyota, 3 Fords, 2 Chevys, a Ford to finish off your field. If you guys are in the chat and you want to see your driver, just let me know. I'll put them on for a little bit. So it looks like I might have to switch to camera 2 on the back straightaway. I'll go back to 1 as we go into the bus time. What's it look like this? Or maybe you do that one. You can see it from a different angle. Oh well. Dan, how does the mic sound if you're still here? Unfortunately, like iRacing, you can't, you're not, unlike NR, you can't skip the pace laps and yellows. This will probably be a decently long race, I feel. Drivers on the bubble of points. So you got the 48, I'm going to say the 48, 24, 20. 24 starts 33rd, the 20. These guys are all in. The 20 starts 23rd, and the 48, Landen starts 4th, so he's good. Then you got the 32, 21, and 42, and 27, and 3. So the 32, 42 starts 11th, the 32 Gerald starts 29th, the 21 of Ben. Where does he start? He starts 19th, so not too good for him. 27 of Brian. He starts 14th, and then the 3 of Miz starts 8th, so everybody's all over the place. We'll see what happens here. Good and clear, thank goodness. It's a new mic, I was hoping it was good and clear. And as the pace car, we're finally at the final turn here, as we did a full pace lap. And no yellows on the road courses, remember that. Pace car pulls off, green flag is out.
Green, green, green.
Down in turn 1, looks like Coen and Andrew St. Cor are going to go side by side. Andrew St. Cor gets to the lead on the outside of the 17, but the 12 goes wide. They're still side by side up into the S's here. It looks like the 17 of Coen will get clear. Wrong thing. We'll go back a little bit and see what's going on back here. Looks like Emerson battling Miz back here for about the 8th position. I hate these cameras, to be honest with you, at this track. Dan and Emerson side by side in the bus stop, and same with the 12 Andrew St. Cor and Abney there. Max getting sideways back here. As the 17 of Coen pulls away here. Remember, it's a longer track this time. We'll go back through the field here in a second. Let's see what's happened. Looks like Landen trying to get a move on Abney here for 3rd place in the 48. Abney holding on for the moment for that position. Abney goes defensive. As we go back here, it looks like Adam now battling Max here for 6th place. Adam keeps that spot for the moment. A lot of people, it looks like some might have gotten damaged towards the back. Looks like Malenko back in the last, unfortunately, for this race. Actually, maybe not. Looks like the 20 of Mike not having a good race. Yes, here comes Coen on the front straightaway. Looks like Abney going defensive on the 48 of Landen. Adam's still trying to get back around Max, but couldn't get there. Max has gained 2 spots. Biggest mover of the race looks like the 18 of Jon up into 16th. Biggest loser. Looks like the 20 of Mike. Looks like Gerald might be out of this race. In that 32. Looks like he had problems. We're gonna go see what happened with the 32. If we can find it. Oh, there it is. Yep, bus stop problems. Him in the 20, it looks like. 20 gets loose, and just gets into the 32. 32 goes into the wall. The 20 also does. Malik also just runs right into the 32. So that's 2 of your playoff drivers. 2 that are actually on the bubble. The 20 and the 32 right there. As we go back up to the 12, Andrew St. Clair, who's in second. About 1.4 behind the 17 of Coen. Let's see if there's any battles back here. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Actually, right here with the 22, and it looks like the 21 of Ben. Ben now up in the 19th over the 22. Looks like the 32 Gerald might be back on the track. Alright, nobody's just on pit road. Larry had a problem? It doesn't look like it. I know Kyle and Larry had a problem. Okay. Larry's 00, so he's the first one. We're gonna go see what happened to the 00 and then the 24 Kyle, or it might be in the same incident. There's Larry. Looks like up through the S's, he was just battling the 42 and Markel here. And they just touched. Larry gets stuck on the high line. I'm gonna wait and see what happens here. Comes the 13, Devin Smith. Smith hits him. Now we're gonna go find the 24 Kyle. Kyle's still in it here at the moment. So I assume he's gonna have problems here into the bus stop. He's side by side with Lingerfelt, and Kyle just goes off the track and all the way into the wall in the bus stop. Not having a good day there. So the 0024, nobody else has highlighted that they've had a problem. So we'll go back up to the 12 of Andrew St. Clair. I thought it was going to be an incident together, and it wasn't. Well, I forgot that in this new ticker, they actually go gray if they have problems. We know why the 13 has damage and is behind now, too. Anybody back here? Looks like the 27 might be trying to make a move on the 18 of Jon here. Couldn't get it done there at the moment. The 20 has picked up a couple spots from incidents that have been happening. Looks like the 22 and the 4 might have had problems also. Or they're all just pitting from damage that they got. Kyle definitely has no hood there. God damn it. With this shit. And it looks like Miz defending 3 wide in the 1 right here with the 277 and 3. Looks like Patrick McKinnon in the 77 last in points is going to get the best out of that. As he's now up, it looks like possibly into the 10th position with that move. So watch Miz right here with Richardson behind him. Let's see what happens into the bus stop over here. It looks like Luis is also battling the 2 going into it. They're still side by side through that. Battle looks like it's all back here with the 42 and everyone. 69 is Sheldon, your points leader, battling the 27 of Brian Glennon now. Oh, they both go off. Sheldon hits the wall. Points leader now out here. And the 27 looks like he might be too. Looks like he'll get going. The 69 stuck in the wall. It looks like he's not going to get moving. Jacob having problems here today. I don't know why that went to the pace car, but okay. We'll sit on Anderson core here for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Yep, there goes Sheldon down. Go back to where everybody's bundled up back here. From Richardson and everything. Richardson has the 18 and John right behind him here, going towards the bus stop. Side by side with 47 David Culpepper right now at the moment for the 47 and 18. John trying to just hang on as he's losing another spot to the 47 and now to the 21 of Ben here. I think it's all going to come down to pit stops for everybody here today. At least for like the 12. If he ends up hitting before the 17, he might have a chance. It looks like the 20 is moving up, even though he had some damage. It's tight back here in the back for around 15th position. Looks like Andrew's caught up to about 9/10 of a second now, but if it gets to like 5/10, we'll go back up there. Yes, you are, Dan. Sorry. I had somebody I haven't talked to in a while message me out of nowhere, so that's why I haven't been talking here for a little bit. We'll go up to Dan. As he's trying to catch up to Devin Smith here at the moment. It looks like that's the lap car at the 22 up there that people are passing. I mean, you're not really catching the Smith toe here, Dan. Oh, Anderson car said 5/10 of a second here. He is. He has caught up to the 17. Maybe the 17 made a mistake. It was about 3/10 faster that last lap. Looks like the two Richardson might have had problems, or he just fell down a couple positions. We're just going to watch the 17 and 12 here and see what happens. If anybody goes gray, put it in the chat and I'll go see what happened. '22 probably has fresh tires, that's why he's getting around everybody. Looks like Coen's starting to pull away a little bit again here from the 17, or from the 12 Anderson car. And now the 12 Anderson car has the 22 of Logan just on his rear bumper. Pressuring him for no reason here. Looks like the 8 of Lingerfelt had problems. Let me go see what happened to him. Looks like the bus stop, they were almost 3 wide there. Lingerfelt hits the 16. Looks like they're fine here. The 16 just comes back, doors him, and Lingerfelt goes into the wall now. And it looks like he's going to be out of this race for a win. Now we're going to go back up to where the 12 Anderson core was. It looks like pit stops have happened when I did that. That's my bad. As we wait and see what happens here, Coen, Andrew, they get off about the same, but Coen might have extended his lead here a little bit. I didn't think 40% fuel would be that bad, to be honest with you. So there's going to be a lot of pit stops in this. That's oof. Big oof, I feel. A lot worse than I thought it was going to be. With 40% fuel. Should have just left it at 50. I was trying to make more pit stops because it seems like some of the other tracks haven't had it, but I didn't think about it as a road course. 50 would have been fine. That's about a 1.6 second lead. Lingerfelt still falling down the order after what happened to him. I don't think anybody stayed out, right? It doesn't look like it. Everybody came in on the same lap from what it seems like. Yeah, it was a mistake putting it to 40% fuel. Actually, the last race at Rockingham had 35%. That's why I'm like confused that it's so bad here. I'm thinking, I thought maybe 40% would have been like 10 laps. So it would have been like 4 pit stops, but now it's going to be 6, unfortunately. But maybe, you know, it'll make it so somebody fucks up on pit road. This will go back. Landen is actually now 3rd. He gained a position through pit stops. Max has fallen? No. Abney fell 1. Dan, you moved up to 6th with yours. Actually, a lot of the back order flip-flopped, it looked like, as they go wide behind. Markel, I have fallen back to 17th, now 18th. Mike's fallen back to 23rd. Yeah, make strategy key. I was just trying to make pit stops more to make it more interesting. If it's, you know, not gonna be too much on battling, and then everybody's sliding through the bus stop. Look at them; they just like to drift that shit. Everybody makes it through clean. We'll just go this way to get back to the leaders. Brian's all by himself 2 laps down. Malenko's still on the lead lap. For now. Smith's still on the lead lap. Everybody else a lap down. Or more. Doesn't look like Andrew Sincar's really catching. Landen's not really catching. I mean, the closest battle in the top 10 is probably between these 3 or 4. Looks like everybody's probably decently spread out at the moment. That's probably why nothing's happening. Is there any battles going on? Maybe back here. Unfortunately. Your last week's winner back in the 24th right now. I mean, that helped keep Glen, you know, mathematically in. Probably going to take out half the rest of the people in points right now after this race. We'll see what happens. Looks like Lingerfelt lost another position. He's probably still on pit road from his damage. You go back up towards the front of the field. Andrew's still not really cutting. He's about 1.5 seconds back from the 17. He's going to go back on Dan here. Yes, he's actually kind of got Smith and Emerson hounding him here a little bit. Because they're all within like 0.6 of a second of each other here at the moment. I'm thinking in about 6 laps they'll end up pitting again. Oh, you know what? That's what I thought. I didn't think about it. The boot, it makes it so much longer, so they're definitely going to pit more. That's why. I was thinking, you know, normal Glen, but, you know, I decided this one's the boot because we did the Glen in, like, race 3. Alright, there we go. Well, it looks like we got a battle into the bus stop, though. The 2 Richardson and the 77 and Patrick McKinnon, and they didn't wreck like a lot of people have going side by side through there. This is just a battle for a top 10 position, too, as Adam's right behind them trying to get into that. Looks like Richardson's going to win that battle here, but as Miz is now going to go to the inside of Adam. Going into, like, the second carousel. And now you get the double right-hander here. Looks like Miz trying to go to the inside of Adam here again. Miz, one of the 4 that I said, or 5 that I said, trying to wash as he's trying to get into the chase here. I mean, he is only 13th, but 13th can make it to, or can make it a break it as, you know, like, Kyle, he's 33rd, he's in right now in points, but he's not going to get very many this week. Same with the 32 Gerald, he's the other one. That's going to help the 42 Markel, who's also, he's not doing too good either this race as he's 18th. As we continue to watch Adam here as they're pretty close back here. now Miz trying to get in here, going towards the bus stop. It looks like Richardson might, or Patrick got Richardson. Richardson's probably going to try to get into the bus stop here. They're side by side. Going into it. Are they going to keep it clean this time? Again, Patrick gets super loose there, and that's going to stack everybody up behind him. Looks like Miz might lose a spot now here to Jon, and he does. Jon's going to get around, or possibly. They're still side by side into this turn. Now Faron's getting a look at it. Luis all by himself. You still got about the 5 of you up here. I mean, Andrew Sancor is kind of staying with the 17, but I guess they need to have some varying pitch strategies to have anything else really happen. But back here, it's pretty good for around the 10th position. I mean, Patrick, he jumps up now into the 10th spot. He's just trying to say, hey, I'm going to wait till next season to be better. Just remember, next season, the vote so far, it's 5-1, multi-car, NASCAR, or IMSA. And then you can do just Cup, just Xfinity, or Truck 2 in it. And it looks like Jon now down to the inside of Miz. They're going to touch. Jon almost goes around. Miz goes way wide. Now Faron through the middle. Jon hangs on as now Ben gets up into there. Now here comes Causey in the 88 also as Miz falls back to, I think it looks like the 42 and Markel back there. This allows Richardson and Patrick in front to pull away. As Adam and Richardson now battle into the chicane. Looks like they're going to keep it clean. Nobody goes side by side through here again. As we go back now to see what's happening back here, as it's all jumbled up back here. As Richardson's still defending on the 19 up there. It looks like the one of Faron has to defend from the 88 of Causey here now. As Miz now looks at the inside of Causey here on the 88. As they go side by side. It looks like Miz in the 3, losing a lot of positions here now as Jon now has gained up to 12 in the 18 car. I go back towards the front and see if anybody's close to each other. So it looks like Dan had problems, or it looks like, nope, the 22 just in the middle of everybody again up here, and that's probably going to cause problems for the 95 or Devin Smith here. Back to that midfield. And oh wow, they're battling up through the S's here with Ben and now Jon Mickey as they're coming up to the chicane here. Looks like Ben's gained a lot of positions this lap. They're possibly going to go side by side here. It looks like Jon will keep it clean. And they're just stacking up each other here back here towards the back of the field. Or mid of the field. Causey goes a little wide. Is that going to give Miz the room now here? And it does. Miz even goes on the grass, it looks like a little bit there. They're going to go side by side, and now Markel goes to the inside of Miz. Miz keeps it out of the wall. Causey now defending from the 42. Keeps it that way. Now what about up here? Will Ben have anything for the 18 of Jon? here for a second. Give me a second. It looks like Faron now goes way wide in turn one. Causey might have a look here going up into the S's. Nobody's wrecked here in a while. That's good. Kyle, you know, he's just trying to hope if he can gain some spots. He's 5 laps down. Probably not going to happen, unfortunately, here tonight. So everybody goes through the bus stop pretty clean here. Go back towards the front. Doesn't look like anybody's really battling towards the front of the field. Andrew St. Cyr can still see the 17 at Coen. Will they be pitting here this lap, or are they going to go one more? Or will somebody try to stretch an extra lap on fuel? Who knows? Let's just see if they end up pitting here this time by. Is that what Coen's doing? It looks like it. Andrew St. Cyr is also going to pit, so we're going to watch the pit stop of these two. Will anybody stay out? That's the 22. You know he's going to because he's a lap down. And he's on a totally different strategy. Looks like everybody's just going to come in. Nobody's going to differ their strategies here. That's big unfortunate though. Well, let's see if somebody's gonna, if they'll have the same pit stop or not. Everybody's pitting. Nobody chancing to go another lap. '17 still, yep, comes out the same time. Same with Andrew St. Cyr. What about everybody else? Looks like Landen's gonna keep ahead of Abney. It'll be the same top three. Abney still fourth. Fifth looks like it will be Devin Smith. Everybody else kind of got jumbled up in the back of the pack there. Doesn't look like anybody stayed out. Is there some banging on pit road here? See anybody close to passing each other going into the bus stop? Maybe Dan and Max here? Doesn't look like it. Well, back here looks like you got Lingerfelt and Ben. Lingerfelt though not on the lead lap. As Ben's still trying to pass him going into the bus stop here. They don't wreck though. Ben gets clear of Lingerfelt there. Somehow they do not wreck it. 42 Markel now trying to get around the 8 of Lingerfelt, who's a lap down. He gets clear of that. We'll see this time when they cross the line who the biggest mover is. I had to mute my mic for a second. Andrew St. Cyr still about 1.3 seconds from the 17 of Coen. Hopefully he'll make a run at him sometime at this race. Because it looks like the 12 might have the long run cars, because it was about, what, 2.5 seconds the last pit stop when they came out? And it's only 1.3 right now. Yeah, there it is. Ritchison goes up to 5th, Smith up to 6th. As they wait for everybody else to cross the line. Luis gets up to 9th. Emerson falls back to 10th from pit stops. Looks like John goes up to 12th. Adam up to 13th. Markel goes to 15th. Jesse up to 16th. A lot of people losing positions there to them. So go see if there's any battles. And you got one right back here. Looks like 92 of Richardson and 95 of Devin Smith here. They're going to go side by side into the bus stop. Nobody wrecks. Go back a little bit farther here. Nobody side by side or close to it here. Looks like you do with everybody trying to get around Lingerfelt still back here. They're all super close back here with them. Causey's lost a lot of positions in the 88. He's now down to 18th. Got a couple running by themselves. Malika still somehow in the lead lap. Now we're back to the leaders. I said they're almost identical in lap times up here for the race lead, or at least those pit stops. Andrew was a little bit faster actually. 2:29 and 2:29.07 for Coen. This time by, let's see what they have. It should be a faster lap. Yep, a 1:52.8 to 1:52.838. So Andrew a little bit slower there this time. Landen has a 1:53. He's about a second off of these guys. We're just going to put it in the most exciting here for a little bit. See what it goes to. It's probably going to be the back of the pack because there's a lot of action going on back here at the moment. Looks like somebody might have pitted. That's why they locked up the brakes. Looks like the Ford Jacob, who's unfortunately a lap down. Mike now diving down to the inside. Back there, Miz. As Kyle gets shoved way wide. Miz loses the position to the 20 car there on the front straightaway. Ooh, they got super loose back there with Miz. Miz held on to it though. As Richardson now trying to battle Dan. Now he goes back to Emerson here. Emerson hits the two of Richardson there going into the double left here as we now go to the double right. It looks like Max got boosted up in the 6th place because of all that action. And Richardson's now falling back to about 8th. This looks like it's going to put Emerson and Luis possibly up another spot if they keep this battling up here. Richardson now taking a defensive line. Emerson, though, gets pushed wide because of it. Is he going to be able to not hit the wall? Looks like Emerson's okay. He's going to keep it going. He needs to have good runs so he doesn't lose out in the playoffs. Emerson's got a little bit of a point buffer, though, compared to some people. Miz looks like he had problems. We're going to go see what happened with him in the 3. Looks like Lingerfelt might have too again. And it was actually them together. Going into the chicane. 3 wide with Dylan. They just wreck into it together. Don't know why they retired. Unless they're both waiting on the 27 in that, which is stupid. But very unfortunate for these guys. So we now go back to most exciting here and see what it goes to. Andrew Secor still about 1.4 back of Coen. Landen still about 4.6. Abney about 5 back. Or 11 back, sorry. 6 back for Landen. Miz, one of those bubble drivers, not having a good day here at the Glen. But he also has the 24 and 32 who didn't have a really good day either. 27's a part of that also. As in now got Luis now going to the inside of Patrick here for about the 9th position. You got Richardson there too. Emerson's lost a couple positions. Looks like this has been going on for here for a little bit. They're about 0.3 of a second from each other up here. So we had 8:16. So we'll be around lap 24. They'll end up pitting again, I think. As Patrick now goes down to the inside of Miz. Or inside of Luis, sorry. Jon now gets around Emerson as they're going side by side back here in the S's a little bit. It's very loose there. If anybody's in chat, you want to see your driver, just let me know. Or if not, we're going to stay on this battle for the moment. Anderson car almost within a second of the 17 car. Patrick goes a little defensive into the chicane. Looks like they're all good for right now. Looks like Andrew might have lost some time right there. It was about a second. As the battle is for a top 10 position still. This looks like Emerson's now falling outside the top 10. Patrick still defending from the 7 of Luis. Messing up the lines for everybody behind him too. From lapping him, we'll go look. Devin is in turn 1 and they're just coming down the front straightaway and they're now into turn 1, Dan. That's how close they are to Devin right now from lapping him, and then Malika's about 4 seconds ahead of that. And then everybody else is about decently farther ahead from them. Yeah, and there's a lot of the Emerson and Jon now battling back here, trying to this is for 11th at the moment. Jon goes way wide, Emerson pushing him off. This is going to allow Adam to get up to these guys here. Anybody have the run into the chicane? Looks like maybe Ritchison, or maybe the 77, sorry. Cannot do it there. Looks like they're all going to get there cleanly. Emerson gets super loose there, but the 77 looking to get around the 2 of Ritchison still. Goes way wide. 77 to Patrick now dives, or goes around the outside of the 2. 77, is he going to get pushed off the track? Looks like he won't. As now here comes Luis on him. That's going to stack everybody back up again. Patrick now defending from the 7 of Luis. Nobody's had a pretty bad wreck here in a while. So I think we're going to pit in about 3 laps. And that's going to jumble this whole group up again. Zimmerman is still on lead. Richardson pits this time by, so maybe he's on a different strategy compared to everybody else. They go to the front, and maybe they'll be pitting this time by. Who knows? We know Richardson pit there. Luis now goes wide. That's going to allow Emerson and Patrick around. Well, let's give Luis a run on Emerson now into the bus stop. Maybe Richardson has the winning strategy. I mean, he's still pretty far behind the leaders, but who knows? It Looks like back here, Markel trying to go to the inside of, or side by side into the chicane with Ben, but couldn't get there. It looks like he might be closest to passing somebody going into this next turn, but seems like the AIs love to dive down here into these turns. Emerson maybe going to make a move on the 77 to Patrick here as Patrick goes defensive into this turn. He's going to go way wide. This is going to stack everybody up here again. Emerson now wide. As the lead battle's pretty boring, as he's still about 1.3 seconds behind Coen. At least there's some kind of battling in this race, at least. No battles this time by. It looks like everybody's gonna pit next time by, possibly? Or was it 27 or 26, I meant? Whatever. Looks like Adam, though, gonna go. He's just defensive on Ben, as Luis loses the spot here to Jon. Adam hangs on to the spot over Ben, but here comes Markel on both of them, and he gets the spot now. A lot of passing went on there in those first few turns. And Luis now possibly going to go side by side here into the chicane with Jon, but won't. But maybe Markel and Adam will. Or Adam and Ben now. Ben's a bubble driver. He doesn't want to be doing this, but Adam needs to make up positions to even have a shot to keep up and get into it. Now Ben goes a little wide, and Adam's going to hang on to that position. Is now Jon trying to hang on over Luis. He's got a lot of people defending for their positions back here. Jesse just trying to hang on over Faron. Looks like Zimmerman's still in the lead lap. Zimmerman looks like he pulled away. He's actually gained time. Now how about the two Richardson? Still in the lead lap after pitting too. Only about 86 seconds back. 81 now. He gained about 6 seconds that lap. And it looks like you got pit stops here. And we're going to go up to the 12. Andrew St. Cor again. Will he be able to do anything here on this pit stop? And where will Richardson come out? Who has the winning strategy? Will Andrew be able to have a faster pit stop than the 17 this time? No, he will not. It's about the same thing again for these two. Where is the two of Richardson? Where is he going to come out compared to everybody else back here? Let's go find the two. Richardson's still pretty far back. But like I said, everybody else is on pit road. He's coming up to the final two turns now. Let's see where he comes out in comparison to everybody else. Because he pitted way early, and he seemed to be up there in the top 5 from when he was battling. As I said, they're all coming off of pit road, and now it's not going to be even close this time. Doesn't look like it helped him at all. Now we get to see who did or didn't lose positions here under pit stops. Looks like Landen may have. And now he's still third. Miz! Oh no, he's a lap down. Dan, I think, has gained a position over Max. Yeah, he definitely did. Jacob's a lap down. Patrick definitely gained a position, I think. No, he didn't. Emerson lost one to Jon. Jon moved up from 18th up to it's about 9th. We're only on lap 24 or 45 here. We actually are over halfway already. Because that would have been last lap. Or in between the last two laps. If Jon goes up to 9th, everybody else make up positions. It'll highlight green. Jesse, Faron go up to 11th and 12th. Ben up to 15th. Causey, Elijah. Markel falls back to 18th. And Causey goes way wide though. And he has to go through the grass to get back on the track here. Now this is going to allow the 42 and Markel to hound him going up to the chicane here. And they're possibly going to go side by side now here. Causey's tire is still dirty from that grass. Will they make it through this clean? No, they will not. He's going to put Markel wide. Markel doesn't hit the wall. He saves it. He's going to get back onto the track. Or not. With how the AIs are, he probably won't. It looks like he will. Okay. So you got a three-way battle, four-way battle up here with Causey still. I was close to another damaged car there going into that bus stop. Elijah just defending on David Culpepper here at the moment. Emerson now passing Jacob Zala, who is a lap down. He's just trying to catch back up to Jon. As the Andrew St. Corps has lost a lot of time to the 17 of Andrew. Or Andrew's lost a lot of time to Coen. Oh man, that didn't sound right. As Dan's just trying to get around Miz. As he's just trying to find a way to catch up to Smith, who's battling Lingerfelt going into the chicane. So they're going to go side by side through it. Andrew St. Corps can still see the 17, but he's not catching him at all. Looks like Causey's going to battle here into the chicane. They're going to go side by side through it. Looks like they're going to keep it clean for the moment. Causey, though, still got to hold off the 47 and the 6 of Tyler Riggs now to the inside of David. And they're side by side. Gets clear as the 20 of Mike just trying to rebound from his earlier off-track excursion. And he's done pretty well. He's up to 20th. He's beating the 42 who he needs to beat. They're still side by side for the Riggs and David here. Riggs has actually gained 15 positions. Jon up 16. And Jesse in the 16 up 21. They're 9th and 11th though. And Riggs is only up to 19th, but he's still moving. Looks like Mike goes way wide here in the 20 car. Is down. Dylan's going to look to the inside. David. Dylan gets back up in the 20th now. 20 is going to have a look at the 47 here into the bus stop. And didn't have a look. Lap times too close to each other still for these guys. Pit stops for a lot of the lappers now, because they're way off sequence. They'll be pitting around lap 30, I think, because they went to 24. No lie, this race makes me want to sleep. But it happens. It'll be intriguing to see what the playoff battle looks like now, going into the final race before the chase, or who will or won't make it. Agreed on what, Dan? Because if I go to the points here, though, and looking at the drivers that are on that bubble, at the first three in, Landen, Kyle, and Mike. Landen, you know, he's doing fine. Abney, who's also in the 7th, they're 3rd and 4th. But then you get to Kyle and Mike, the 24 and 20. The 20 is back in 21st, and the 24 is in 33rd. But then the first 5 people that are out, the 32, the 21, 32's last, the 21 of Ben. I thought Ben was top 10. Ben's 15th at the moment. Markel in the 42. He's back to 22nd. Brian Glennon and Miz, the 27 and 3. The 27's 29th, the 3 and Miz. Miz is 26th. Now we're getting into people who, you know, they're still technically in, but like the 14 to Dylan, the 1 to Faron, the 16 to Jesse. Jesse's having a great run in 11th. He's just trying to stay in. Even the 95 of Smith, who's up in 7th, or the 95 of Smith, who's in 5th, actually has a chance, but you know, he's 69 points back, so he probably has to get a win if he has a decent day here today. But we'll see. Andrew second core now 3 seconds back. Just not having a good time. But Coen, he's 19th in points, 61 back. This is going to help him if he wins this race. No really good battles at the moment. We're just going to see what happens then with Dan here trying to hold off a lap car at the 22. Yeah. It's just the time that I found to do the race is not the good time. We still got 15 laps to go. Yay. At least, what, two more pit stops? We get to see something at some point. Then again, you don't actually get to see the pit stop animation. .22, that's a lap down, gets around Dan. Let's see, are the leaders pitting? Nope, not yet. How is Sheldon less successful? I don't understand that. Thank you. Yum, yum. Was there a Larry pits? Well, Dylan's gonna hit the wall there. Andrew St. Cora, though, has caught the leader. He's about 9/10 of a second. I don't know from what reason. Oh, pit stops. That's high. Will Coen ever have a bad pit stop? Probably not. There goes Coen, and Andrew's not having a good pit stop. Coen gets out. And it's just... They're going to have one more pit stop. What happened to Mike? I don't think anything happened to the 20. He looks fine. I think he just pit. Yeah, he just pit. Doesn't look like anything else is the problem. Just a different strategy for the 20, I guess. It looks like there might be some battles though. Well, there is up here. Abney has gotten hounded by the 95 of Devin Smith now. Smith wants a 4th place finish. So he's trying to break it into the playoffs. And Smith's going to go around the 37 on the outside here. Smith now going to get the better line into the final turn here. Because Abney's going to have to go wide. Smith now up into 4th. Abney though looking back to the inside here. Coming into turn 1. It looks like Max pits already. Maybe they were thinking they can make it from here to the end. You and Dan, oh, a lot, like half the field did. The leaders did not though. Well, the leaders pit this time by. As Dan and everybody pits now. So everybody's trying to make different strategy for like the final pit stop. Will they make it 10 laps? Or not even, that's like 12 laps. Will the 17 pit this time, or is he gonna go until he runs the tank out? Everybody else decided to pit there for some reason. The 17 doesn't pit. Will the 12 Andrew? Will he try to make the... No, he won't do the strategy difference. 48 Landen's not gonna try it. And I think everybody else back here... Actually, no. Abney decided to stay out. He's still battling with the 95 of Smith, and now they have Lingerfelt in the way. Will either of these guys pit? That's a no. What about Patrick? Patrick doesn't pit. One of Faron. He doesn't pit. Who's up there? Oh, that's the 16 of Jesse. Jesse's a little... I don't know what's going on here. So everybody else decided to stay out. For some reason, let's go find the guys that pit. So the first one, the pit was Dan. Dan, Emerson. Dan's about to go a lap down. Trying to figure out why they all would have decided to pit there. After they all just pitted. Unless you think you can make it to the end. Well, I put Emerson, Jon. Yeah, they put Emerson and Jon a lap down. And Max too. Now we're back to Andrew. There's Jon. Where's Max? Max is all the way back there. It doesn't make sense why they would have pitted. I don't understand. Dan might actually be the best one in position, but they're almost a full lap down. And at the Glen, depending on where you pit, you might be okay. The leader might be okay. But that means Dan has to just push it if he got tires. Maybe he didn't and just got fuel, but I don't think there's a way. We're just going to focus on the two leaders and see what they end up doing. We got 10 laps to go here. They should be pitting any time then if they're going to make it to the end. And it's about a 2-minute lap. Almost here at the boot. Maybe everybody pitted a second time, but I don't think so, because Emerson and them would have been up farther. There's no reason John Emerson should be lapped down, same with Max. '17 doesn't pit. What about Andrew? Will he take a different strategy? Nope. Zimmerman just goes a lap down. I'm just trying to make sense of this. It doesn't make sense at all. The 13 might mess up the 17 here. So he's got fresher tires over him. At least I feel like with a multi-class, when I do Cup Xfinity truck, at least there'll be entertainment with the Cup cars being the fastest and then Xfinity trucks. You talking about what I'm talking about for the strategy? No, it doesn't make sense at all why you guys would have pitted. I mean, you're basically in the best position, but I don't think it's going to work out. As Smith, or Zimmerman almost kills the 17 there. I think the 17 is going to pit this time. And I'm wrong. I still think the 12 should like pit a lap earlier and then just try coasting it to the end. 17's he's in a lot of traffic at the moment. Will the 32 make it side by side into the chicane? He's got fresher tires in the 17. He's only 11 laps down, you know. Elijah ends up going up to 12th. Still trying to figure out why everybody pit. Dan really hasn't made time up in the leaders as he just passed Malenko. The leaders had to pit like now, right? No. Well, Landen. He's got Emerson behind him. Nope. I wonder what would work better for the multi-class NASCAR during road races or just ovals or both again like this. I think it'd be funny to see that on the plate tracks though. The multi-class NASCAR. Other pit stops are happening. The 20 in the 11 pit there. That moves Dan up a couple more positions now. As Andrew St. Clair gets pushed wide from the 18 to Jon there. It's going to make him lose even more time to race leader Coen. You know, Malenko's pit stop, that puts him a lap down now too. They should be pitting here. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because I know at least the leaders, like the ones that did pit, they might be able to make it to the end. Everybody that's still out there might not be able to. If here it comes. Maybe the pit stops really are that long, which I didn't think they were, but we'll see where Dan comes out compared to these guys. I don't think he'll be anywhere near them, unfortunately. Here comes Coen. He's gonna have drivers around him too. Where does Dan come out in all this? Dan's all the way back here still battling Richardson for position. This doesn't make sense. John and Emerson are still behind him too. They're all coming off of pit road. They all just fucked themselves. And the only one he's gonna get past is possibly the 14, it looks like. The 14 is gonna have way better tires now. And possibly the 42 Markel. He also is gonna have the better tires. Doesn't make sense. Race leader still all by himself. He's got 5 laps to go here. Adam falls to 10th. And everybody's finally hitting their positions of where they've fallen to. A lot of people just screwed themselves for doing whatever the hell they did pit stop wise. Andrew might lose 2nd place. Oh, 16 goes way wide. Landen though, trying to get another position. Be the first time I think all race at the top 3 has changed since like lap 1. And John, Dan, Max, and them all pit again. What the fuck? I don't think Dan pitted, but like, the hell are they doing? I don't understand the strategy they were trying to pull. No, Dan. Or if you're talking about staying lead lap, no. I don't think you pitted yet. You're right there. Maybe you did pit. I mean, you're still on the lead lap, but I don't understand. I really just don't understand. You almost killed yourself too. Landen and Jon are close to each other, but Jon's, a lap down. Man, you got fucking sideways there. I thought you were gonna hit the grass. As Coen now comes to 2 laps to go here, leading every lap today. Yeah, Jesse wrecked with the leaders. Remember when he went off over there in the gravel trap? And I don't think he got back on, so he probably ended up having to tow. I mean, I'll try to find it real quick. Is he gonna lag me out? Oh, maybe not. He actually wrecked. Wow. What the fuck happened? Him and the rigs into the S section. And the 47 of David hit him. And that was it for his day. Okay. I thought it was that little excursion off the final turn. Jesse was having a great day too. That's unfortunate. Dan battling the 22 of Logan. Who's about to go a second lap down. Oh, the 22 bit. And here comes Coen on to his final lap of the race here. White flag for him. Will Dan be able to stay on lead lap? Hey, hey. What a boring race. It had good battles, for the first half of the race, and then Everybody got way too spread out. Just remember, in the final 10 races, you just hope your driver ends up being the most consistent to win the championship. Doesn't mean you have to win every race. I mean, you would like to, but the likeliness of that happening, probably not. And he ends up winning this race. I think Andrew's going to come home second. Third ends up being Landen. Abney is still finishing. Fourth. Who's going to come home fifth? It looks like Patrick over Smith. And actually, looks like Patrick still got it. Over Faron, over Ben, over Luis, over Adam to get 10th. Causey 11th. Looks like Elijah, it's going to get 13th, 14th David. 15th is going to be Markel. Actually, a lot of cars back here. Ritchison looks like he's going to get 16th. 17th might be, it looks like, yep, Dylan. Over Mike's going to be 18th, and we're going to finish. Wait for Dan, he's the last one in the lead lap. Alright, that's it. Let's go to the results. Alright, I want to close this so I can actually look at it. For the race, Coen led every lap except for 2. Abney led 1. It looks like Tyler Riggs led 1. Fastest lap of the race, I'm pretty sure. I was going to say Coen, but no. Andrew Sancor, actually, Landen had a 5:36. Let's see, any others? That's a 53. 52, 5:36, 52. And that was about it. Next time is gonna be shoot, how do you say the name of the track? Tsukuba, I think. I don't know how you say it. Up to Tsukuba for 58 laps at that road course to decide who will make it into the chase or not. I'll get on doing points sometime this weekend probably, and we'll see you guys next time for that race.